ought to have a home. Everybody ought to have at least a simple, decent place in which to live. We want no more shacks in our land, which are a disgrace to civilized humanity. The challenge is this: to end poverty, housing, and homelessness.
In the early years of Habitat, our board was stretched pretty thinly.
They were all interested in the project, the purpose of Habitat, and even though they were inexperienced in the whole process of building a house for a family, they were enthusiastic about what they wanted to do, until finally at one particular meeting, one of the members, Hugh Lamberton, slammed his hand on the table and said, "Enough of this talk, let's build a house." And everybody sat there for a moment and said, yes, let's build a house.
Well, over the years, Habitat has consistently assisted with a partner family in developing successful projects.
I've been involved in this chapter long enough that I've seen it go from very, very small, where we were building one house every 2 to 3 years, to now we're building 1 or 2 houses a year. Just to watch us grow over, the dozen years that it took to get that far, it's been exciting, to see that kind of growth. One thing I always enjoy seeing is the community. So often the neighbors of the Habitat, they've watched this project go on, for the 9 months that it takes to build the house, and they're just so welcoming to our families. It's really wonderful.
Once the whole process is over, it's just a joyous celebration and a home dedication at that time. It's a wonderful, wonderful feeling.
When that family gets the keys to the house, and it is so exciting. It's so, it just tugs on your heartstrings. It's so rewarding.
The joy of the family was just beyond your expectations, and the giving of the Bible even made it more joyful.
Get involved.
Get involved.
Get involved.
Help build it. Help build it.
Volunteer.
Volunteer.
Habitat's basic function is to get people out of poverty housing situations, and we like to describe it as giving people a hand up, not a handout.
Well, where we at right now is, it's a roof over our head, but it's more like a closet. So Habitat is really helping us out very much, and it's giving us a start to have our own home.
My goal was to illustrate how high-performance, energy-efficient building and technology can be used in the affordable housing community.
The most exciting thing in the beginning is when we put that first wall up, the exterior wall, and everybody pitches in to put the wall up together, and it's just such a sense of accomplishment.
There are a lot of aspects to Habitat for Humanity. There's a lot goes on besides just building the house. So there's many avenues for people to get involved in. So when you're speaking to people, I try to find out where their interests lie.
The county has recently has been willing to provide funding for them through the Neighborhood Stabilization Program, a new program which is a very current one that is still in its infancy. The county commissioners have accepted the quality of the work that Habitat has done and are willing to partner on 5 homes that are now vacant and foreclosed because of the foreclosure problem to try and rehabilitate those homes and have partner families move into them.
Do they like to work with people? Perhaps they be family support or family selection. Are they interested in organizing people and getting involved so that they work in church relations or community relations? Are they connected to financial sources? Can they help us in funding? There are so many different avenues of which once you know a person, you can hook into their interests. And then you just talk about the need. The need in Monroe County is pretty great.
I think a lot of people don't know that we don't give these houses away. Our families have to earn those houses. They build those houses right alongside the volunteers. They put in a lot of hours to do that, hundreds of hours actually, to build the houses, and they pay us back the cost of the house with a no-interest mortgage.
I have felt that all those things that happened, they should not have happened because it wasn't in the cards, but it happened. And I call that a miracle.